Bling-a-ding-ding and welcome to Pink Floyd, the only podcast where we watch every movie ever made to see if it syncs up with Pink Floyd's 1973 magnum opus, The Dark Side of the Moon. My name is Gareth Blackler, and did I mess up that intro, James?
No, you nailed it. Hi, I'm James
good.
Varon. It's all good. I think you did fine. I
feel like I black out mid-intro now.
Do you? That's a
Yeah,
little worrisome.
I don't know if you noticed when we were in person last week, but I throw my hands around for every syllable and
Yeah.
just trying to hit them all. They're not words to me anymore.
Okay. So it's just that you're doing too much exercise at the top of the show. You're draining yourself completely. Dang.
That is my exact limit of exercise, is moving an arm.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we're gonna need in the future. It's great. Speaking of not doing exercise, I guess.
Oh, how's he going to do this?
I don't know.
You can do it, come on.
The people in the film The Bling Ring, Gareth, they live a pampered lifestyle where they do not require much exercise, apart from stealing from people's homes.
Brilliant.
It's a structured regime of exercise that they follow, and that they break into celebrities' homes while they're away and steal all their cool shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's lifting to an extent.
Yeah, it is. It's lifting in its most modern sense. I like it. Okay, we got there in the end. Yeah, but we watched that film this week, so yeah, there we go.
How did you find the film?
Well, Gareth, it's the second time that I've watched The Bling Ring, and first time didn't love it. Second time didn't love it. It's
okay.
It's I guess it's a good film, but it's very stylish in how it's made, but the characters aren't very likable, and it's sort of just telling a telling of real events, very biopic style, I suppose, or documentary style, but in the structure of a very stylish film. But it's sort of I find it hard to engage with a lot of what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't humanize anyone. It doesn't try to present it that way, but it also doesn't do the opposite and show them as vapid, fame hungry. It doesn't do that too far either. So
it doesn't go really either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think I saw it for the first time with you, the first time you saw it.
Oh, yeah? This was years ago. Probably closer to its release, I would say.
Its release was on my birthday in 2013.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we probably watched it then.
Yeah. And I think I did not like it then. And this time I think I did.
Oh, that's an interesting turnaround. I'm intrigued to find out what changed.
I'm wondering if it was the inclusion of the musical stylings of Pink Floyd, because I think when this movie came out, I was a lot more, dare I say, I was a young man. I was a lot like the teenagers in the Bling Ring. I was very interested in seeming cool and showing my taste. And the original soundtrack is very much my taste, or at least the taste I was trying to present more of back then.
That's true. A lot of it features a lot of pop hits from the time that would have featured heavily at our dance floors at parties and such.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But obviously all our dance floors now are just Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
2.5 times in its entirety.
Yeah. That's how you know when the party starts.
Yeah.
Everyone's dancing perfectly in sync with the music, and all is well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I think maybe that juxtaposition might have helped. We'll get into it, but...
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I liked that it didn't, try to make you feel sorry for anyone or do the opposite, make you hate anyone. It was just here they are.
Here's what the people are doing. Here they go.
Yeah.
Watch them in their natural habitat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's see what our experience was like, eh? We got bloody Speak to Me, Gareth. Here it is, rounding us out right at the start of the show every time. I don't know who this person is.
You sound mad at it now.
Oh, mate. No, I'm enjoying it. I'm happy. I'm lounging and settling into my groove at the top of the show.
Yeah.
With Speak to Me. we see some folks sneaking over a fence. They're hopping a wee fence. And the last...
Oh, before we get to that, I'm sorry, and I love the shot, but we do get some of the greatest... probably the greatest thing, and I'm worried I'm going to derail this whole show.
Oh, no.
Do you like the A24 logo?
I do like the A24 logo.
The A24 logo rules.
It's really good. Yeah. Yeah. They're like film production A24, yeah? They make a lot of different styles of films and things.
Yeah, I think this was one of their first films.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cool. But, it's such a sweet logo, and it animates so well. Like, if you could get an animated tattoo, mine would be the A24 logo.
Wow. That's quite the claim. And also fairly on brand for this movie to, like, get a, like, company logo emblazoned on oneself. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, now I'm worried. Dang. That's very pro-capitalist of you, Gareth.
What company logo would you get tattooed?
Ooh, Pepsi? Yeah.
Doesn't CM Punk, the wrestler, have the Pepsi logo?
Yeah. Me and CM Punk. It'll be fine. I'll get mine on like my like lower back, like a tramp stamp, just the Pepsi logo.
I love it. Did you know Pepsi used to be called Brad's drink?
What? Who's Brad?
I don't know, but it was his drink.
It makes sense. It's a very like that fits. When I drink a Pepsi, I'll be thinking about Brad from now on.
Yeah. Please do.
All right. At risk of having derailed the show before it began, let's go.
Sorry.
Yeah, people hopping over a fence.
Before we get to that as well.
Okay.
What do you think of the font they're using?
It's a weird font from memory. It's like, I don't have any strong opinions.
Okay, the font is called Comica, and the hero is Comica Axis, and I know this because we used it in my first job. It was the brand font, and then once you see it everywhere, including on underwear at like Kmart.
Whoa.
And like on a lot of people's posters. It's it's a sick font.
Sweet. Yeah, it's like it's probably fine. I didn't really pay much attention to that font, but I'll allow it. That is true though. If you like use a font once, you always have like really strong associations with the like one thing that you used it for, and then you'll see it everywhere. Like whenever I see Pyrus, I think of Avatar, and like yeah, because it's usually.
I suppose it's very similar to our experience now. Is like once we see a sink, we're like looking for these sinks.
Yeah, I would say that's true. Like
it's the same side of our brain.
Yeah, we're comparing everything that's come before. You know, I measure every movie now subconsciously as to how it would stack up to being synced with Pink Floyd.
Oh, do you get to that point as well when you're like, yeah, this would be about when money comes in? I wonder.
Oh, it's like ingrained in me now. I know exactly, like, I've got like, it's really helpful for like figuring out how much is left in a movie. Like, if I'm like, okay, this is about like 40 minutes in, so we're like one playthrough through. Like, yeah, we get there. It's pretty handy for that. But
because what I used to do was kind of think of like, what I'd read about screenplay structure and be like, okay, they've just kind of had a defeat and they're kind of coming round. We must be about like 2/3 of the way in.
Like hero's journey stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is usually, I guess, when we're getting to like us and them on the second round.
Yeah.
In a lot of films. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyway, I've derailed us twice now.
Yeah, can you do it a third time? Can you get the triple?
I don't have anything else to say.
I don't think there's anything, like, there's possibly anything. Are you going to ask me, like, how well did it fade into the shot from the credits?
What do you think about that fade, you know? Mate. Classic fade from black.
Oh, mate.
I bet the screenplay started with fade in.
It's a classic cinematography technique. Oh, wow. Whew, I just want to wallow here. I don't want to move on with the show. Let's just stop here. It's fine.
What celebrity would you rob?
Which celebrity would I rob?
Yeah.
I would want to rob someone that had like a bunch of cool stuff. That would be, maybe I'd rob like Sir Peter Jackson. He's probably got like a bunch of cool stuff left over from Lord of the Rings that I could steal.
Yeah.
I could steal the One Ring. That's such a power move. You know?
Start the whole thing over again.
Right? If I steal it, there's going to be a fourth Lord of the Rings movie about how Peter Jackson has to get back his One Ring. And I'm trying to destroy it.
Yeah, you're trying to destroy it via modern technology.
Yeah. I'm tracking down the only non-dormant volcano in New Zealand or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're onto actually a pretty good idea for a fourth film there.
Yeah.
He has to get back the rest of the cast.
Oh wow, yeah. That's the only way. Just solve a mystery. Oh my god. This is the most derailed we've ever been.
Yeah.
And it's fitting for the Bling Ring. Here we go.
Yeah. So in a way we're stealing our listeners' time.
Oh my god. This is ruthless.
Okay.
Is this whole podcast just going to be like a joke and we never talk about the movie? Like, we just like talk for like another hour or so, just have a wee chat, and then we never get to actually talking about the plot.
I mean, don't tempt me now. I'm going through
that avenue,
and I really do want to talk about this film.
Yeah, it's like we've got all these notes and stuff. We've put in the work already. This isn't a bit. Like, yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's a future that's before us, Gareth. I leave it entirely in your hands.
We're a lot like Emma Watson's character, you know. We have outward ambitions to, you know, help the world. In our way is to help with talking about movies and how they sync to Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
And like the answer for this one may surprise listeners as well, but we also, deep down, we just want to party. We just want to,
Yeah. We just want to hang out with our friends.
Yeah.
And just do our thing. We don't want to think about the repercussions of what we're doing. Yeah. This would make a lot more sense had we talked about the movie. Okay, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. Here we go. They're jumping over the fence. And like the last of them hops down perfectly in time with the transition into Breathe. That's a sync.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The movie starts
and the creepy
with a sync.
voices and laughs and stuff. They sound right for watching security footage of people jumping in.
Yeah, and they're walking I think in slow motion or something. Maybe here they're walking up to their house. There's a lot of slow mo used in this movie. Another technique that we can dwell on later, but we're going to get to it. Yeah, so they're like breaking into this house and stealing all kinds of like fancy clothes and shoes and accessories and stuff. And then we get like a little very fast-paced montage of people's Facebook pages. And then this is like all opening credits stuff. We're getting like, that stuff intercut with shots of them stealing stuff, and then all the fancy stolen items all splayed out as evidence with little evidence markers next to everything. And we get
the Bling... Oh, sorry.
No, go.
The Bling Ring logo comes up for exactly like one drum fill.
Ah, yes.
Which I really enjoyed.
Their logo? They have their own...
sorry. The movie's logo. The title card.
Okay, the title card. Yeah, okay. I thought there was like... they had their own logo. I wouldn't put it past this movie to have its own logo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Because some... Yeah, okay. Oh, God.
I think the real Bling Ring people, like, because they tried to... Like, especially the Emma Watson's character's real-life counterpart really tried to turn this into, like, fame.
Yeah.
So if anyone was going to, like, maybe have got a quote for a logo, it was her.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, yeah, that would have fit if they'd, like, spent heaps of money on it or something. That'd be pretty funny. Sort of meta joke. Yeah, but my note is that these shots, these like slow tracking shots of all the evidence, really match Breathe really well. I'm feeling soothed by all this expensive stuff. I've like no affiliation with any of these like brands. I'm like, I don't know if anyone like if listeners know this about me, they probably do, but I'm not like in tune with brands or anything like that. I'm not a very snappy dresser generally.
Nah. Neither. I know like a lot of these brands because they're mentioned in like rap songs.
Yeah, sure.
And then that's kind of where it falls apart.
Yeah. I think that's like half the reason that these kids are into them anyway. Like it's just
that's
it's
so
all
true, yeah.
The whole point of it is that it's like clout based, right? Like if like it's mentioned by various famous people, they only care about these clothes because they belong to famous people and stuff anyway. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
All right.
Hey, I think you're a good dresser. Mainly because I've gifted you a lot of your clothes.
Yeah, I'm an amalgam of just gifts. I've never bought clothes in my life. I'm just, I've attracted clothes like a magnet. just rolled down a hill and picked them up.
You do, yeah. You wear, I wouldn't say my hand-me-downs, but things that, I'll say it, were like too cool for me to pull off.
Yeah, I think I'm wearing one of those shirts right now, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gave me a shirt that has a, like, it's very vaporwave adjacent, like crossover vaporwave to metal band kind of thing. It's got,
yes, I know
it's
that
got
shirt.
stars on it. It's got various chains, like I think
Yeah.
motifs going across of it, and the central thing is like a large face of I think either Aristotle or Plato. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's like all blue, and his eyes are glowing white as well. Yeah, it's quite an intense shirt that certainly makes a statement. But I wear it.
I'm so glad you still wear it.
Yeah, of course I do. I wear every shirt I own, basically. in succession.
I got like peer pressured into buying that from the wardrobe lady at a show that worked in the same office as my first job.
Yeah, okay.
The one that used the famous font. And she was like, yeah, it's so you. We can't wear it on the show. It's too cool. You've got to wear it. And I was like, I don't think it's me, but if you're a proper fashion person, you'll know.
They probably just had it and desperately wanted to get rid of it. But
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's pretty sweet. It is a lot. A lot of the shirts that you've given me, are like too much, possibly, but I don't really care that much.
I gave you one that was all just pictures of pills.
Yeah, I wore that one too, like a week or so ago. It's like, that one's probably too small, but hey.
It was too small for me as well.
Still wear it. There you go. Send me your shirts, listeners, and I'll wear them if they fit me.
That's an awesome challenge.
Yeah, there's no Patreon tier for that. It's like, send us your money and your shirts.
Yeah, send us the shirt off your back if you like the show.
Yeah, that's the demand that I'm making. Okay, this is a strange episode already. I'm into it. Okay, on the run now. We're only at the first play of On the Run. I think we're like 4 minutes into the album. That's fine. This is when the film starts proper, basically. We get, like, Emma Watson's character. Is Emma Watson's character called Nikki? I'm not entirely sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's saying that she's like, this is post everything that's happened. And she's talking to camera saying that this was, like, a learning experience. And she wants to start, like, a charitable organization. She's, like, using this whole thing for her own gains, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She even says, like, I could be the leader of a country one day for all I won't know.
Yeah.
Which I love that.
She is infuriating in this movie. She's great. She, like, it's like, so playing against type, like, fresh off of Harry Potter when this was coming out, right?
Yes.
And so, yeah, it's, like, a completely different character, that she's, like, an American Californian brat. You know?
Yeah. She must have had so much fun.
Yeah. It looks like a fun role. And she's, like, hamming it up completely, which is great. So
she, like, I read she watched a lot of reality TV shows to find the character. And blasted Britney Spears', like, forgotten 2011 album, Femme Fatale.
Wow. Yeah.
Which I guess was newer then, but what a good detail.
Yeah, you can read it in the performance, honestly. Like, yeah, she's like fully method into that whole world. It's a seamless transition for her, I would say.
Yeah.
We cut back to the past, and we get to see her like morning ritual in this house that she's growing up in, and it involves like a weird little prayer, and then followed by like homeschooling from her mum. So their like family life is messed up. We see the like homeschooling a bit later on, but it's all based on teachings from the book The Secret. Which is insane. Like, it saddens me that this is all too real. Like, there are definitely people that like have more money than sense and are like living this exact lifestyle. And it's it's harrowing for me.
Because the satire in this film, and it's again what kind of made me enjoy it more this time around, was like, it's so understated. It's not like actually like this. Like you said, this is probably 100% happening right now.
Yeah, it's not thrown in your face. Like, look at this, haha. You know, it's like very much set in realism. You know, like there are comedic characters for sure, but like they all could be real people, and that's what I guess makes it pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, we cut to I guess, main character, Mark, being dropped off at school, a new school, where he doesn't know anyone. He is moved here because oh god, what was the deal?
He had too many absences at his old school.
Right, he was cutting class too much. I guess, yeah, reasonable. That's like usual school stuff, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he runs into some Rebecca who just takes a shine to him. Yeah, really quite nice. Like, we see like other people bullying Mark, but like this girl's nice to him and says like has a wee chat with him and then says see you around, and then all the clocks go off as if the school bell is going off.
Yes, and that's what I could as well.
We need to go to class. Anyway, they're going to like hang out at the beach after school.
Yeah,
and the friend of Rebecca, I don't know her name. I
think she's Chloe. I'm not sure if that was Chloe.
I think
you're right.
There's
a similar friend called Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe is driving and just rapping some Rick Ross to me over time,
yes,
which is very jarring. I recognize the style, and I think some of the words. I was like, oh, this has to be Rick Ross. So there you go. And fact checked myself, and it was. So there you go.
I could not... Like, Rick Ross has rapped over some surprising stuff. Like, he rapped over Hello by Adele.
He did. God, that's a weird remix. Listeners, if track that one down, because it is the strangest listen.
Yeah. Because most of it is just Hello by Adele. But then you just suddenly get, like, that, like, Maybach music.
Just thrown in the background, yeah. Oh, man. Maybe even a weirder listen than this podcast. Who's to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What's happening now? They're at the beach. They're all having like a little chat about their various dreams. They all want to have their own like lifestyle brands and stuff. It's all very like vapid celebrity culture focused stuff, you know. They don't care about schooling or anything like that. They just want to be famous and live the life of luxury, you know. Yeah. This is they're all very proto-Californian in my mind. There's I feel like this isn't true of all of California, obviously, but when you think about people like Hollywood Hills kind of people, this is the archetype that these guys are.
Definitely. This is what the people in the middle of the United States picture the people who live on the coasts to be like.
Yeah, right. It makes sense. They're like fairly caricature type people here.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole...
But again, just understated enough that we can't like...
Yeah, right.
It doesn't feel hateful. It feels like they're just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This is what people are like.
Yeah, they're archetypical, but they all could be like just reasonable, like real people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm like cutting forward a lot, I think, now.
Do it.
In my notes. We've got like there's like a party happening, a house party. People are smoking some weed.
Yeah, there's a guy in the background watching someone smoke weed and he's looking so impressed.
Yeah.
Like he's never seen it.
Yeah, it's all new. These guys, like, how young are these guys? They must be like 17-ish, 18?
Yeah.
Like end of high school era? I'm not entirely sure if it's said or not.
No, I guess we could look up the ages of the real Bling Ring.
Right, because that's probably, it would be the same one-to-one. I don't know.
No. And I'm not fast enough at Googling. Or talking about Googling while...
We'll assume that they're like 17, 18 then and move on.
Yeah. Their ages also aren't on Wikipedia, so...
Yeah, anyway, Rebecca's getting bored at this here party. And she says she'll go, want to go check some cars. Which is to say, checking if they're unlocked and then stealing random shit out of them. Later on, they just straight up steal cars. But, check some cars, I thought was, an interesting... thing to say.
A strange hobby. And I've just realized my car, I have to actually lock the boot by itself. It doesn't lock with the rest of the doors.
Sure.
So they could have easily stolen all the massive cardboard boxes I don't know what to do with and I'm keeping in my car.
Oh, no!
Yeah,
Rebecca would have had a way with those, built a little fort. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they could have taken my iPod and a bunch of flyers from an improv show 2 years ago. It would be awful.
iPod probably valuable at the time. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But, I don't know.
Those things still, like, I paid $70 for my last iPod on Trade Me.
What? When did you buy your most recent iPod?
Last year.
Wow, okay. I like that. What kind of iPod was it? Were we talking a touch? Were we talking a shuffle?
Nah, I don't want touch because the touch is too close to a phone.
It was basically a phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Without
and
calling
a shuffle is
capabilities.
too small and fiddly.
Yeah.
So I got a Nano, but
Sure.
they had a weird generation of a Nano where they put a camera in it.
What?
Yeah.
A camera, man. I remember my iPod could store photos, but the screen was so small that they came out all shitty. Like,
yeah.
But I don't remember my one having a camera. I had a Nano and then a touch, but...
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken one video on my iPod Nano and I don't know what to do with it because you can't get it off the phone. I mean, off the iPod.
Oh no, it's like filling up all the memory.
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrifying. Oh god. I wonder what that video is. It's just like on the inside of your pocket.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Yeah. I found my old iPod when I moved like years ago now, but it was under the leg of my bed. Oh, wow. the whole screen was like trapped under the leg of my bed, and it worked perfectly fine. I was like,
see, that's why I love them.
I couldn't believe that. Like, it was like, surely a lesser product would have shattered. This, if you're listening to this podcast on an Apple product, shout out to you, I guess. This is accidentally sponsored, but hey, if we're gonna shill on a podcast episode, it's got to be this one, right?
Yeah, and it's also the namesake of podcast is iPod.
Oh wow!
You gotta love them.
You do listen to it in your pod. That's true.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well,
oh man,
let's continue.
We're a lot like the characters in the Bling Ring, and that like they all need to take Adderall, and we're getting mad.
We're getting easily distracted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Let's continue on. So they're checking the cars. They steal like $400 out of a car that's just sitting there. And then like this movie is also like intercut with little like interviews from the court case that happens when they all get arrested. Spoilers, but yeah. So the little like dialogue indents of them being interviewed, and like it's just Mark talking about Rebecca here, how like she sort of led him astray, I guess. Or, like, he like really he really treats her as like he's the first person that he thought of as his best friend. She is, yeah.
But he is like throwing her kind of under the bus.
Yeah.
But I guess you do see she is, doing it all.
Yeah, right. She's the most terrifying part of this movie. I feel like there's a read on this movie where Rebecca isn't like is just an agent of chaos completely. She's like she's not even like a real person.
Later on when the police are raiding her house and she just coldly switches to I don't know anything to what can I tell you to not get punished.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Brilliant work.
So then they go and check out like this is their first like proper burglary, and it's of someone that they know that Mark knows.
It's Eric's house.
Yes, and so they go and like check it out. Like waltz on in. Mark's obviously like stressed out.
Yeah.
Like throughout all of these burglaries that take place, his job appears to be just like wandering back and forth, very stressed.
Yeah.
He gets all his looting done very quickly. Much like me in the supermarket, he like grabs everything he needs like very, very fast and then is waiting around for everybody else. You know? Yeah, that
seems like a bit of shade against the people you go to the supermarket with, but alright.
No, that's just how I roll. I make it that like I just want to get in and out of the supermarket. It's not a place I enjoy being in, so
yeah, that's fair, especially in 2020.
I make it like a clean mission to get in and out as fast as possible. Grab all my stuff and go.
But I feel like every heist does need someone to be stressed out. Like, didn't we learn that in The Sting?
That's true.
Someone has to be just worried.
Someone has to be stressed.
They have to they do all the emotional heavy lifting for us. They're the emotional muscle.
In case someone in the audience is feeling stressed about the situation, they can identify with that person. Yeah, that works. So he's freaking out as great gig is starting up, and Rebecca, she finds like a bunch of money, And they also, as they're leaving, she like finds the keys to the sports car, and they just drive away in their car. And yeah, with their ill-gotten gains, and then they go shopping and buy a bunch of stuff and a fun wee montage.
Yeah, gotta love a shopping montage, even when it's reprehensible.
Yeah, they get a whole bunch of stuff, and then they're driving around in the car still, looking at some palm trees, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they hit the club. And is this the first time we've had the club in a movie? Of our watchings?
Possibly. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it actually...
Yeah.
Well, no,
even
there were
Magic
clubs...
Mike didn't seem to have the club in it.
No, there was like a house that was a big club where ladies could go and enjoy the male strippers. But it was club adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were more into the like big events. Shout out to Mike and his crew. Like they'd done their time in the clubs. There was like a little bar scene in that movie with the like with the Queen doing her performance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a club, I guess.
Yeah, that seemed more like dive bar, but
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is coming from me. We're getting distracted.
All right, let's reel it back in. Okay. So yeah.
So
here in the club.
They meet Nikki and her foster sister.
Yep.
And, they're having a great time. They're taking selfies. They're getting the attention of, like, creepy dudes.
Yep.
And then they start, like, partying really hard. And they're pretty much dancing to the silence in between Great Gig and Money.
They are. They're grooving away to absolute silence. Pretty weird.
Always good. Always a good anti-sync.
Couple of quick notes as well. Just some key links. Jude Law is apparently texting Nikki, which is from the previous film, like from a couple of films ago, King Arthur. He's having a wee text.
Yeah, do you think he's a baddie in the realm of this film?
Oh, 100%.
If he's texting an underage girl.
Well, actually, yeah, that's a baddie move. No good, Jude Law.
Yeah.
Why are you texting?
So he's a baddie in King Arthur, Young Pope, and Bling Ring.
Yeah. Lock it in.
Cool.
He's on the baddie board for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Kirsten Dunst makes a wee cameo here.
Yeah.
Like a 3 seconds she appears on screen. Pretty wild.
Yeah, along with Paris Hilton.
Yeah. Is she also in it?
Yeah. And Paris Hilton was an actual victim of the Bling Ring.
Yeah, that's wild that she like signed on to do it. Is this so? Hang on, because we're about to like go to her house very soon. Is this her real house with like all the stuff?
I think so. Because I looked it up, and they did film some things in actual houses of the celebrities who got robbed.
Wow.
But I can't imagine Paris Hilton's house having that many photos of Paris Hilton, right?
Yeah, it feels like a sort of a dig, right? But if it's just real, and Paris was like, yeah, use it, it's sweet. Like, shout outs to her. That's like some good self-awareness.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, this time Paris Hilton was the highest paid female DJ
That's true.
in the world. So
I think she still is.
Yeah. Man, shout out to Paris.
Yeah.
Living that simple life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We also have a bro say the word party salad, which I loved.
I wrote that down as well. I called him creepy club guy.
Yeah.
I don't think party salad's something that anyone should ever say. That's disgusting. I don't want to think about. Yeah. I don't want to think about salad in a club setting.
Unless it's a club sandwich.
No, it's always going to be bad. You know. Yeah, you can keep your salad, creepy club guy. I don't want it. I'm here to party. No salad required. No side salad, thanks.
Sam's awkward dancing that they're making fun of is syncing very well to the 7/8 time signature of Money.
Yeah, for real. She's like, she's locked into it. She's feeling she's in time with time. So there you go. She was. Yeah. That's why it's so awkward to them, because they're probably like listening to like Luda or something. I don't know. And but in her head, she's just hearing the sultry tones of Pink Floyd. You know.
Yeah.
Having the time of her life, eh? Bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, so next thing is like the next day where there's like a little bit the Rebecca thing happens with just Mark describing his relationship to Rebecca, how that's all good. And then we cut to like the homeschooling happening. That's at home at Nikki's house. Nikki and her sister getting some homeschooling, getting taught about The Secret, and they made a vision board of Angelina Jolie, which is quite hysterical.
So good. It's like, one of the good people you should aspire to be.
Just an icon. And then, things like asks them about like what they like about her. They're just like they like her husband and they like her hot bod. is the things that they appreciate about her. Values they aspire to, and fair enough, I suppose. This is all over money, which is fairly appropriate, you know.
Yeah,
pretty good.
For sure. Even the phrase like "goody good bullshit" kind of plays when she pops up the vision board.
Yeah, into it.
Yeah.
There's like then we're getting like all the different celebrities appearing on screen that are future affected by the robberies, right? There's like a very fast like newspaper reel kind of flipping of pictures of celebs showing up over Money's solo here roaring away, and and then they'd like figure out where Paris Hilton lives because she's away doing something, I don't know, hosting a party, I believe, and
I think she's in Vegas.
Yeah, and so they break into her house. They like this is the first time Mark and Rebecca break into someone famous's house. They figure out they could do this, and they get scared by the pet monkey that Paris has. Didn't know she had a pet monkey.
Yeah, neither.
But makes sense, I guess. Seems like a lot of work. Also, having the cage right by the door, pretty wild. Like a guard monkey.
Yeah, right?
It would stress me out too.
A guard monkey who can't really do anything because he's in a cage.
Yeah. Oh well. What's Paris Hilton's monkey called? I'm going to look that up real quick.
Okay. While you do that, I used to have this dream where I broke into 50 Cent's house.
Right.
So this like really brought I was feeling all of Mark's like nerves, because that was all it was like I would essentially in the dream I would do what Charles Manson did, where he broke into people's houses and rearranged stuff. So I was doing that, and then I remember the dream ended with 50 Cent just killing me. As he said he would in many of his songs.
Damn, he got you.
Yeah.
At least he gave you fair warning, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
And it hasn't ruined our relationship. I still listen to his music.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
I've just found an article that she's had two monkeys. One is called Baby Love. And it was confiscated, Gareth, by animal authorities. That's what it says here. I have no date as to when this happened. It's just the first result that came up when I wrote Paris Hilton monkey. But back in 2015, she also had a capuchin monkey called Mally, which I assume is this monkey. So
okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Which one of us is Mally and which one is Baby Love?
This is quite the call.
We'll leave that for the listeners to decide.
Yeah, please. I'm not at all comfortable naming myself Baby Love or naming you Baby Love.
You know what? Fair enough.
It's an impossible choice, Gareth. Oh, man. Okay, anyway. So Baby Love.
James, we're going to do.
I
think we're going to have to do. Oh, sorry. Yeah, just keep going. I want to talk more about this monkey.
Okay. What are we going to have to do, though? I want to know.
I was thinking, because we're, like we said, stealing time.
Yeah.
We might have to do what we haven't done since episode 1 and just jump to our next sync.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long way away from me.
Yeah, same.
It's not looking good. There's a lot of stuff, Gareth, in between that and my next sync.
All right. Let's so they rob Paris Hilton's house.
Yep. They do it several times.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as you would.
Yeah. Notably the line "Money, it's a crime" plays during the sequence. So I guess that's a sync?
That's totally a sync.
Okay. It's just sort of a line that happens in this scene, but we'll allow it.
Thematic syncs, bro.
Yeah.
Grab your Sprite.
Grab it.
Don't drink it, just grab it.
Look in shame at my Pepsi tattoo while I chug this full 1.5 litre bottle of Sprite here on this podcast.
As we do every time we get a thematic sync, we pause, we chug our Sprite, and we keep going.
Yeah, we cut it out every time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we've drunk that down, let's move on. They tell the other friends about the break-in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's keep going."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just they're like changing outfits and stuff at Mark's house, or at Nikki's house. It must be.
Yeah.
And Nikki's sister gets scolded for wearing both leopard print and zebra print at the same time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah,
the two animals don't get along. You have to wear animal prints where the animals get along.
It's true. One garment's chasing the other. You don't want that.
Yeah. It's too much stress for the day.
Yeah. Your skirt's desperately trying to reach your shoes. That's not what you want. Why you're trying to just walk around? No good. You don't want the savannah taking place on your costume. No good.
No. What if an apex predator hat appears? Then you've got to deal with that.
Just wearing a full lion as a headdress.
Yeah.
Wow. Like you're in
that could be your next move now. After you've finished, once you've got all your new t-shirts.
Just the pelt of a lion draped around me. It's certainly a statement.
Yeah, very Hercules.
Yeah, me and Herc. I'm a young Herc, Gareth.
There you go. We'll call you Young Herc instead of Baby Love.
I'll take it. What was your name from the start of the show? I've already forgotten.
This show?
Yeah.
Oh, that was off mic.
Oh, okay, good.
King Piglet.
Yes, King Piglet and Young Herc.
Yeah.
Wow. There are powerful names.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show is just a vehicle for us to give ourselves nicknames.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
I think every episode we've got weirder nicknames.
Yeah, it's important. I want a full list by the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's move on. We get us and them doing a wee thematic sync as we see the disconnect between celebrity, true celebrity, and the wannabe celebrity culture here.
Oh, yes.
Like people that really want to be celebrities and they have all the money but they aren't famous. It's like the fame, no fame dichotomy is what's playing out here, right? They're acting like they're famous, but they aren't.
Yeah, this is a new angle for us and them with movies. We haven't really discussed, Pink Floyd, was this the us and them they meant all along?
Who knows? There's so many us's and so many thems. It's just useful to have a dichotomy to match, really.
Yeah. And after all, we're all just ordinary men.
We are. It's true. We're doing the best with what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they show the other folks around Paris Hilton's house. She's got a walk-in shoe closet. I guess all this is real. And she's got a little secret jewelry compartment in there. It's pretty sweet, honestly. I really like Paris's house. If this actually is her house, besides all the self-indulgent photos of yourself all over the place that she has, sans that, pretty sweet house. I like this walk-in wardrobe thing. Pretty cool. She's got a lot of shoes.
I have a little side room in my room that I've only really put clothes in, and I'm worried it's going to become a walk-in wardrobe.
You should just put all your jewelry and watches and money in that little room, Gareth.
Yeah.
If I've learned anything from this movie, it's that nothing will go awry with me telling you to do that on a public forum.
Yeah.
Especially,
because it's the front of my house and it's where the windows are. That's going to work out great.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, sweet.
It'll be sweet. So you can see
and because I've said I'm not angry at the characters in this film, people, when they rob me, will be like, yeah, he's not angry at us.
He's not angry about it. He basically gave us the direct coordinates.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I feel because we're such good friends with deepfakers, they're not going to find the coordinates from the, metadata of this WAV recording.
I hope not.
Track me down, right?
Yeah, probably not. They got better things to do. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our crew also, they doing some partying in her nightclub room that she has.
Yes.
With full on stripper pole ? In this room. Having a grand old time. Just tossing some cash around, breaking some bottles. My goodness. What a time.
Yeah, no remorse for that broken bottle.
Yeah, they haven't. Anyway, the party continues on after they leave the house, and they're having a wee party in the car as they're driving along. Really, really sick shot of the car crash here.
Yes,
a car comes slamming into the side of them as they're driving along, and we get the interior of the car here with everyone partying. It's just shot really well. Felt really realistic. Like, to the point where I thought that this whole movie up until this point was just like a long driving safety ad. You know, like the text flashes up on screen and it's like, don't drive pissed. New Zealand road safety, you know?
Because that's what they used to be like. They'll lull you in thinking it was like a different ad.
Oh my god, so many of them are like that. I don't know why it's okay in New Zealand, but like a lot of our ads are very like the scare tactics, scared straight style, where they're just they'll show you like a fake product at the start of the ad that you think it is, and then some horrible incident will happen, and it'll be like, don't be an idiot, just pay attention to what you're doing. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah, which is always the sum up.
Yeah.
I was such an anxious child that I didn't let my family sing in the car on road trips because that was always how people died in road safety ads.
Wow, strict no singing policy in the Blackler household. Damn, that's
cars
rough.
were footloose.
Oh man, that's no fun. We had a lot of singing in our cars.
And you still, okay. Yeah. See, I was wrong.
We're all alive to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazingly. We dodged so many bullets. My goodness.
So many song-related bullets.
Yeah.
Speaking of song-related...
Oh, yeah, the related song here is that they're listening to some Bad Girls by MIA, which is a great track. Again, like, straight up ripped from our party playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great song.
It doesn't sync with us and them, but then the crash totally does, because it's with one of those, like, choir moments.
Yeah. Into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, it's like... It's pretty wild that, like, attaching this song to a car crash is pretty messed up in context, but hey. Anyway, but, like, we get some more... my next note is that Mark is just getting blazed, but I don't think that's happening.
No, that's it. That's the next thing that happens. They, like, talk about how Chloe has to get community service, but otherwise there's been no repercussion.
Right.
And then it's just a black and white scene of Mark listening to Drop It Low Girl and getting blazed.
Yeah, this is weird. Why is this in the film? He's like, I
don't know.
We see him just like having a good time and just grooving away to some us and them for us.
Again, his dancing is working very well to the music.
Yeah, it works. He's having a good old time, but yeah, it's a strange scene in the movie, but we'll allow it.
Has anyone dropped it low, girl, to us and them?
I don't know. Probably not.
No. Maybe like the people at Pink Floyd concerts, they like drop their like keys during this.
They drop their keys mid-concert. Oh no.
Next time you're at a Pink Floyd concert, listeners, and let's not dive into the 2020isms of that. All drop your keys during us and them. Man,
I don't want to advise anyone to drop their keys. But just drop it low in general.
Drop your decoy keys.
Oh, I like the idea of that. Just some like fake like baby toy keys, like made of plastic that you drop. And then all the bling ringers in the audience, they're like swooping in to try and steal your car. But they just get the decoy keys. Meanwhile, you're dropping it low. Good times. Got him. Okay. They return to Paris Hilton's house. I guess that she's like still DJing somewhere. And they want to like Rebecca wants to steal Paris Hilton's dog, which seems like. And Mark's like, you can't do that. She'll notice that. And she's like, oh, fine.
The dog does seem to like her.
Yeah, it's true. It's a very friendly dog.
Yeah.
So she's got a dog and a monkey in the same house. Crazy.
Yeah, and there must be people looking after them. So the Bling Ringers are quite lucky that...
They really are, that they're dodging these people. I guess they're going in like in the middle of the night when these people aren't there.
That's true.
Yeah. They're probably people come in the morning, feed the dog, feed the monkey, walk away. Yeah. That's how it would have worked. You know, the average life of someone looking after Paris Hilton's house. But they run into security at the gate this time. But they manage to get away, and they also do another one of their like checking cars things and get some cocaine out of a car.
Yeah.
And they're having a good old time listening to some All of the Lights. Another
Kanye West.
Yeah, track again from our party playlists.
Yeah, and in 2013 when this was listed, because I checked in on Kanye West and Pink Floyd.
Sure.
In 2013, when this was released, Spin Magazine, I almost call them Sync Magazine, that's how much this podcast is ruining me. Spin Magazine had running the headline, Kanye West has become our Pink Floyd, just admit it.
Wow, there you go.
So I'm here to admit it.
Yeah, we're admitting it.
Yeah.
It's got to be an influence, I'd say.
Yeah. Like there's paparazzi photos of him wearing Pink Floyd t-shirts.
Makes sense. There you go. He's a fan.
Yeah.
Sync it up.
But you listen to those guitar solos on especially Dark Twisted Fantasy. And that's some Pink Floyd stuff.
Very proggy. Yeah. That's his most prog kind of album for sure.
Yeah.
Getting out there.
Best album, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next thing they do is they steal from Audrina Partridge's house. I don't know who this celebrity is.
No, she's another real life victim, and she also was in that montage of fake celebrities.
Okay, is she like a one of those Real Housewives style people? I could be wrong about this.
I think she was on The Hills.
Okay. There you go. We'll take it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're stealing from her over brain damage. This is probably my favorite shot in the whole film.
Same. This is so good.
It's from far away on the neighboring hillside. We're seeing the whole house as people wander into different rooms, flicking lights on, stealing all the stuff. It's like a slow zoom on the whole house as they're doing the whole thing. It's really, really nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool shot. Well done.
Yeah. And it lasts for from the start of the song to the end of the first chorus.
Yeah.
So it's there for a while. And it also, Pink Floyd sing that the lunatics are in their home.
Hey, get out of here, lunatics.
Yeah, stop stealing our stuff.
Yeah. Bloody everywhere, these lunatics. On the grass, immediately after. Okay.
Yes. Oh, whoa.
Yeah. So, in my notes, I've just written, these people are dumb enough to post photos of them with all their stolen stuff on Facebook. And then also, they sell it down at the beach.
Yeah.
At a wee stall. That seems incredibly dumb. Again, true to life, I guess, what these people were doing. But, man, just to, give the whole evidence away immediately seems foolish. But, okay. Anyway, then, they're stealing from, another person's house here. I'm not sure. Probably Paris's again. Mark's getting antsy. And this is the end of playthrough 1, where Nikki finds a pistol in a briefcase.
Yeah.
So
this is Megan Fox's house, that's right.
Okay, yeah. Yes, Megan Fox. Dating Ashton at the time? I don't know. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Anyway, so that she finds this pistol in the briefcase and, gives it to the sister. Is it Sam? I think Sam. Waving it around the room. Bad trigger discipline. I'm getting the heartbeats are playing as she's waving this gun around. Then we cut to her sneaking into creepy Robbie from the club's house.
Yeah,
and she fires the gun into the bed. So this gun was loaded this whole time. I am having heart palpitations. I'm getting stressed out watching this scene, Gareth.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. The heartbeats, my heart is beating faster than the heartbeats in the song. It's very stressful for me at the end of playthrough 1 here.
This would only sync perfectly if, with the heartbeats, if someone with incredibly slow, normal heartbeat was getting stressed out to this.
Yeah. This is someone who has been frozen for many years. This, their mid-trip to Pandora. They're frozen in time. They're 3 years into their trip to Pandora, and they get stressed out thinking about this girl throwing her gun around. Yeah, that's the only way. Next bit, they're sneaking into Orlando Bloom's house. Next, at the start of playthrough
and this
2.
is the sync, my friend.
This
sync.
Oh,
is album run 2 is starting with a matching shot of the same notes playing, what happened during the same notes played in album run 1.
Very true. We're getting security cam footage, exact match at the start of this, which is pretty wild.
Yes. Yeah.
But beyond that, they are doing a lot of stealing. This is maybe, is this this is the same place that we saw in the intro then? Like, this is the security cam footage that gets them.
Yeah.
Man, sweet. That rules.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet.
We'll take that. Yeah, so they steal some of his cash that they find stashed away, and also his like Rolexes that he has, like a whole bunch of watches. But yeah, we see the security cam footage catching Mark's face here as he does his usual thing of wandering around stressed out. He's got his shopping bags full already.
There's like a lesson in that, really.
Yeah.
As if he just played it cooler.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I need to change my shopping habits.
Only if you don't want to get caught shopping.
Yeah, that's true. I never do. That's the truth. You never want to catch me shopping.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at my worst. Anyway. Yeah, then we get to see him, he's doing alright though. We cut from the people looking at the security footage to him chilling on his bed wearing some pink high heels, living his best life. As someone...
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, he's stolen some stuff. Then we get a little bit more of Nikki's family stuff just being messed up, like talking about her dad is there. Like... Yeah, he's like barely involved, always like away working somewhere. Just like adds to that whole scenario. Yeah. There we go.
And he's like later revealed to be an alcoholic as well.
Yeah. But who's to say whether or not that's real?
That's so true. Yeah.
Right? It could just be anything that they're saying. Yeah, then we got On the Run again, starting up as they're trying to like get into a music video. Young Nikki is like changing various outfits. She says she wants to look hot but not desperate, which is fair enough, I suppose. But yeah, that's the tactic. And then we cut to Mark sells the Rolex watches. Is he selling them to Creepy Ricky here? The club guy?
Yeah. And Creepy Ricky is played by Gavin Rossdale from Bush.
Okay.
The former Mr. Gwen Stefani.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Anyway, he's fallen from grace somewhat since then, and that now he's a creepy watch salesman type. Or just like he deals in stolen goods anyway, at this time. In this fiction, shall we say.
Yes.
And
the real Gavin Rossdale probably isn't.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they sell... unless he's, like, incredibly method. So he sells the watches to Ricky for five grand. It's a very scary situation, but, like, it seems to go well after this. Everyone's just chilling, doing some cocaine, having a good time at the club. Presumably this is happening at the club. I think Ricky owns the club. Potentially.
Yeah. Just pop around the back of the club, try to sell a stolen watch.
Yeah, as you do. They get some bottle service. There's like a bottle with like a firework in it. It's pretty hype.
Yeah, and that stays on shot for the entirety of the like post on the run pre-clocks like whoosh.
Yes,
noise.
The clocks go off as they like pose for a photo with their wad of money that they've just got from selling these Rolexes. There's various Instagram posing happening. Yeah. Actually, it might not be Instagram. Probably just Facebook, right, at the time.
It's very confusing as to when this film is set, because the events happened in 2008, 2009.
Sure.
But because they're dancing to Bad Girls by MIA, which came out at the start of 2012.
Dates at certain... Yeah, tricky. Time travel, eh?
Oh my gosh.
Also, one note that I like, this is completely out of time, but I just saw this and I thought it was really funny. At the top of Mark's Facebook page, it's instead of where the Facebook logo should be, it just says Mark in massive letters.
Yeah.
Which I love. It's Mark's
Maybe
book.
this is set in a like alternate reality where ego is more important, and that's why Mark Zuckerberg named Facebook Mark.
I love that idea. It's the ego
and
world.
thus Kanye West released Dark Twisted Fantasy like a year earlier so they can dance to All of the Lights.
Dang. That's
because ego wasn't punished, so he didn't have to hide for a year.
Wow.
Whoa.
Damn. We've solved it. We've unlocked it yet again.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Yeah, and then they're doing more dancing, Gareth. Time again.
Oh yeah,
it's another cross playthrough sync. We're doing a bit of dancing at the club after post stealing some stuff. Yeah, doing a bit of grooving to time. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a shot of them wandering the streets with some huge sunglasses on in slow motion.
Looking good.
This is like Reservoir Dogs kind of thing going on ish.
Yeah. Mark switched out his fedora for a fancier fedora with a wider brim.
That's how you know he's made it. He's swapped fedoras. This is running the the fedora film index is high in this film, like up there with Magic Mike.
Yeah, I kept track. 3 different fedoras, and he repeats one of them.
Yeah, that's strong. I can't remember an exact number from Magic Mike, but it's giving it a
way higher. But
yeah,
yeah,
higher fedora index. Okay. We'll take it.
And yeah, but like per character, this is a way higher fedora index.
That's true. Just one character, 3 fedoras. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impressive fedora budget on this film, just for one man
heck yeah.
and his requirements. There you go. Anyway, they break into Paris Hilton's house for the 5th time.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is like the Room levels, except like instead of sex scenes, it's break-ins to Paris Hilton's house. Yes, but someone bloody shows up at the house, and they're like, "Oh shit!" and they run away.
Yeah.
No repercussions of this. They've been caught on camera, and that shows up on the news, and that freaks them out, and they're like, "Oh." They have a wee discussion about whether or not they should chill out and stop stealing for a wee bit. Rebecca's like, I don't care. I want to keep going. I want to steal from Rachel Bilson and keep the train rolling, you know. But everyone else is a bit more reserved, a bit more stressed out. But they go for it anyway. There's like a little and another little vocal indent here about that because there were no repercussions from this. Like, from them getting caught, they thought it was fine, and they would keep going. Yeah.
I guess, like, again, this film isn't too traditionally structured, but this is sort of the point where they could have given up, and now, like, anything that happens next feels like it's more of their fault.
They've crossed the threshold. The 5th time. The 5th time still in Paris Hilton is the one time too far. That's how you know.
Full Paris 5 times, shame on you. Fool her 6 times.
Shame on her.
Shame on me.
Shame on us.
I always mess that saying up.
It's you and George Bush that stuff it up. Anyway, they steal from Rachel Bilson. That goes fine. They just get more cool stuff. And then they brag about it at a wee party. They're talking to their friends like, we were just at Rachel Bilson's house. I got this there. Oh, isn't that cool? Again, really dumb. Like, you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
This is their undoing.
Absolutely.
Surely.
Yeah.
We get a little montage here of a Great Gig. The vocal from Great Gig over the like partying. It's like drugs, party, steal, cycle, repeat. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, it's Rebecca's wanting to steal from Lindsay Lohan, her idol.
Yes.
One of 2.
The Parent Trapper herself.
Yeah. One of 2 Lindsay Lohans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's described as her biggest conquest, which is pretty wild. Stealing from your idol. Really, really well handled in this movie, I thought. There's a lot of, Rebecca's obsession with Lindsay is pretty funny. Yeah, there's a slow-mo motion shot of Rebecca putting on Lindsay Lohan's perfume. I've written to the chill ending part of Great Gig.
That's what we call it.
Yeah, again, they get caught on the security camera, and this is more of their undoing.
Yeah.
Then we there's quite a hard cut here where Rebecca goes to Vegas to lay low. Basically, she's stated intention is that she's got some family stuff going on with her dad, and needs to go to Vegas for that reason. But yeah, also money chings in when Mark is talking about Rebecca's motivation to be part of the lifestyle here. That's what it was all about, the lifestyle for her, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty I thought this was quite a hard cut of her. I think it's just sort of the plot's she left. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it happened in real life, but
right.
the person she's based on came back to rob Lindsay Lohan. Like, that's how much she wanted to rob Lindsay Lohan.
Wow, that's wild.
Which kind of feels a little more...
I think
like, that would have been a bit more dramatic.
They should have done that. I don't know why they changed that. That would have been a better, like, much more drama.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
It would have really nailed that idea that, like, if they'd quit while they were ahead, they could have been fine.
Yeah.
That Icarus kind of thing.
Yeah, right? Icarus. Careful, Icarus. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, there's another wee news report on the burglaries. But yeah, they're bragging online about robbing the people.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, this is where it comes to a head. The LAPD, they show up. They got a warrant to search Mark's house. Mark, he gets arrested over the song Money. He, like, runs to his mum and is, like, crying. But he knows he's done wrong. It's not good.
Yeah,
and then they round up and, like, arrest everyone else, basically. A couple of people get off scot-free. The, like, lookout girl who got the DUI, I guess, previously, the one in the car crash, she doesn't get arrested as far as I know.
Yes, there's a great scene of, like, everyone getting their day interrupted by getting arrested. There's this long scene of her just having a chill breakfast.
Yeah, pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
Also, I think the sister of Nikki doesn't get arrested either.
Yeah. I don't think either of her sisters, her foster sister or her actual her birth sister.
Yeah, neither of them get arrested.
Yeah, because they just weren't on tape.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't dob them in.
Yeah. So Mark is, like, confessing everything in a wee interview.
Yeah.
He's saying that Rebecca all he knew was that Rebecca was just going to go see her dad. You know, that's what the story was for him. Then we cut to Rebecca getting arrested while, like, having the warrant, and she's very calmly saying that she wasn't involved in the burglaries. And then they say, "Well, we've found this evidence," and she's like, "Okay, well, how can I help? How can I help, officer?"
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing. She also asks, as she's being arrested, this is in the court case interview thing. She's like, "Have you spoken with the people who got robbed, basically, the victims?" And they were like, "Yeah, I've spoken to all the victims." And then she's like, "Oh, what did Lindsay say about me?"
Yes, which I loved.
Wow. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Ruthless. I've also written in my notes that Rebecca unfriends Mark. The true, cutting him deep where it hurts. This is where we see that his Facebook just says Mark at the top.
Yeah.
It's confusing me, but hey.
Hey, it's because they're in a different dimension.
Yeah. Then we get a wee family interview. The, like, whole court case happens, I think, here. No?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's the family interview, then the court case.
They're having a wee interview pre-court case just about getting her insight. She's, like, loving how famous she is because of this, basically.
Yes.
The mum keeps interrupting about her, like, creepy church, how she teaches The Secret and stuff like that. And Nikki's getting frustrated because the spotlight's off of her.
Yeah.
Whenever her mum's talking. So good.
Yeah. Very classic mums to kind of interrupt your crime court case pre-interview.
Yeah, the mum's the same. This is like, she also wants her place in the spotlight, right? This is where she gets it from.
Yeah.
Like, Nikki's saying that it was all a big learning experience for her, and there's a lawyer there who's like, there's two lawyers there guiding what she says.
Yeah.
Which is really, really funny. They're, like, saying, like, that she shouldn't answer a particular question, and she's like, "No, I've got a good thing to say about this," you know? It's like... Okay,
that's like almost her exact line. Is like, no, I've got something good to say. Trust me.
Don't worry. It's fine. Lawyers.
Yeah.
Mark talks about how it's crazy that he became famous for doing this. He accepted 800 Facebook friend requests. Says he didn't even look at them. But then he says he sort of regrets it. He's like, it is weird being famous for this bad thing. And he says America has, like, a sick fascination with the, like, Bonnie and Clyde kind of mentality here. They love this like lovable criminal thing.
Yeah. It's just sort of a little like on the nose, kind of blunt sword for me.
Yeah.
For this movie, but
it's a little much.
I forgive this kind of stuff when it's near the end.
Yeah. It could be that, again, that this is like actual dialogue from people involved, right? Like,
oh, very true. Yeah.
Like, this could be like, it reads like a teenage boy saying this kind of thing. So yeah, we'll allow it.
Yeah, you've won me back.
Yeah, Nikki's family have another weird little prayer before court, as Any Colour You Like's playing, and they're like all holding hands. Very funny. I didn't catch the lines of the prayer, but they're all like really, really weird.
And they get like interrupted by like, we should probably go into the court case, and it's like, shh, we're praying.
We're praying right now.
Yeah.
Gotta pray to the secret. Amazing. But yeah, and then they're all like acting like full-on celebrities as they walk up to the courthouse. There's like paparazzi there snapping pics. They're all dressed to the nines walking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, they've like sort of, this is them sort of like living the dream, right? Like,
heck yeah,
like
this is what they wanted.
In a fully like ironic sense, in that they're walking into a court case. But like, it's amazing, right? Like, this is exactly, it's shot like it's like red carpet kind of walk up stuff, you know, like lots of flash bulbs, etc.
And like the real Nikki, Emma Watson's character, I've already said this, did trying to parlay this into fame. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what's coming up. We get like a little match cut with the courthouse doors closing and then opening again.
I bloody loved this.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah. They must have just done this in camera as well, just close it, open it.
Yeah.
And everyone
walks out in slow motion as we're hearing the sentences read aloud for each party involved. Various crimes that they're getting accused of or like getting sent to jail for. We see old Mark, he's walking onto the jail bus in his wee orange jumpsuit, surrounded by like huge dudes.
Yeah.
They got like the burliest prison men for this scene, which really cracks me up. Like, can we get a dude who's like as wide as he is tall and also like scraggly beard? Just like the terrifying prison inmate person, please. That's all we want. It's so good.
I reckon the inmates would love him though. Like, he's done like, I don't know, a cool crime.
Yeah, probably fine.
Yeah.
I don't think that none of them were in jail for long, right? They all got like bailed out.
No, yeah, they all did way less than their set sentences.
Yeah, Nikki was in prison. We're like going to cut to her interview now, but like she was in prison for 30 days. And had the cell next to Lindsay Lohan's, who was also like recovering from her like mental episode at the time that she had.
Yeah.
And like stealing.
And of course,
of
Nikki thinks that the crying she's doing is because of her.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Incredible. Loving it. And then like shouts out our own website at the end, the blingring.com. In my notes, it's been auto-corrected to the blongring.com, which I love. Shout out to the Bling Ring out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Brain Damage just continues over the credits, and that's it, baby.
Yeah. I will say that Brain Damage 1, we saw a big house, the big house from a distance, that shot that we both loved. So we saw our big house, and then Brain Damage 2, we saw
the big house.
The big house.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm shocking.
Yeah, man. I'm dancing. I'm full on. I'm up and dancing like I'm in the club right now.
Yeah, I've gone into my nightclub room and I'm just pole dancing now.
Sweet. All right. Well,
why did I mimed a little bit of that, and I was like, that's not for anyone. No one's in this room.
Oh wow, that's all right.
Oh.
We've got to give our what did you think? How did it sink? I nearly forgot my catchphrase.
It's a good catchphrase.
Yeah. What did you think? How did it sink? What's our rating, Gareth?
Well,
not a lot of sinks, but like we got the quality right.
We got some quality syncs. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked those cross playthrough sync ups that we had.
Yeah.
Like the shot match shot, like the two security cam footage matching up. Both times dancing in the club to time, pretty good. Like, that's well synced.
Yeah. And, like, I think because it was a surprise that the syncs were good in this, it shouldn't up it, but I mean, it kind of does. Like,
kind of, yeah. I wasn't expecting this one to sink at all.
Yeah.
I was expecting to give this, like, my first 0, you know?
Whoa.
Like, going in. But no, some sinks. We'll take it. What are you feeling?
I'm feeling a 7.
Ooh! I want to go 6. I want to go slightly below that.
Okay.
I want to reel us in a little bit, because not a lot of sinks. Good sinks.
Should we give it a 6.5?
Okay. Yeah, 6.5.
Or should we please all the teenagers, all these rebellious teenagers, by giving it a 6.9? Oh, yeah, or 6.66.
Yeah.
Done.
Sweet. The devil's sink. Lock it in.
There's one other thing I want to do, and that is, James, I'm a nihilistic teenager. I love, you know,
that's news
celebrity.
To me.
Oh yeah, I'm only 16 years old.
Oh,
you know how we've known each other for 13 years? I was just 3.
Oh god, am I your legal guardian on this podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, that's stressful, but I'll move on forward. I feel like I should have reined you in a bit harder at the start of the show.
I was misbehaving.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a, you know, angsty teenager. I love stealing from celebrities. I love, you know, rapping along in a stolen car.
Yeah.
How would you pitch Dark Side of the Moon to me?
Oh god. I would. That's an uphill battle, Gareth. I would say, well, in order to connect with a youth, I would say, well, you just need to listen to this show, and it will give you all the information that you need. I'd give them episode 1 of our podcast. Be like, you know The Room? You're an edgy kid, right? Here you go.
Yeah, you'll be all about The Room.
Listen to this. And they'll be like, oh man, I've watched The Room so many times, but I've never heard this album. Better have a wee sync. That's how I'd pitch it. I'd just start them in on the ground floor. You know?
I love that for many reasons. 1, you're getting us the listens. 2, it's a lot like the Bling Ring in that you're promoting your personal brand.
Yeah, man. You got me. You caught me red-handed.
In fact, that's done so well that I've now aged 13 years and I'm now 29 again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy birthdays.
Thank you. I celebrate my birthday by remembering it as the day that the Bling Ring was released in cinemas. Yeah. James, what's our next film?
Okay, our next film, Gareth, it's another film with high chaotic energy, Gareth. There's a lot going on, much like this podcast. There are kids that are misbehaving, all right, and we need to reel them in. They need to learn some lessons through various probably too intense means, all right. Some hard truths. Going to be laid out on the podcast next week, because we are going to be watching the 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yes. I actually, I was going to choose this soon because this had been a request.
Oh, right. Sweet.
From someone in my life, real life.
Wow.
So, yes.
Excellent. That's me syncing up with that person through the airwaves. Yes, that's the original Willy Wonka film for those out there listening, not the 2005 Johnny Depp one.
When it got pitched to us, I did say, odds are we'll end up talking about the Johnny Depp one first, so I'm glad we're not.
Okay, great. I'm happy that we're going to be doing the good one first. But yeah, no doubt there'll be discussion of the 2005 one on there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So until then, let's look forward to that, eh?
Yeah. Oh,
Sign off
until
on this
then,
Bling Ring.
I've been King Piglet.
I've been... Oh, shit, I've forgotten. Who was I?
Young Herc.
Young Herc. I've been Young Herc.
And we'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
On the dark side of the moon.
Maybach music.
Maybach music.